Karis, how I describe it is that we're a therapeutic community that helps people increase their quality of life, discover who they truly are, and then it's a stepping stone for them to experience greater independence. We have a variety of folks that come from different backgrounds and histories and struggle with different mental health issues.
I've spent multiple years in mental institutions, probably altogether 5 years or so.
It can be bipolar mood disorder, major depression, post-traumatic stress disorder. But they usually come to Karis when they're at their lowest and they feel like they have no other place to go.
I was on life support for 3 days over at Sky Ridge because I did try to commit suicide.
And what's fundamental is our empowerment program, where we try to encourage and communicate to individuals that they have the strength within them to be able to make their quality of life better.
What is your experience here at Karis? What's it like for you here?
Well, it's the first time I've ever liked myself in my entire life. And I like who I am and what I'm doing. And I've never had that feeling.
So I think what the greater community may not understand is that Karis is the only organization that allows the community to decide who comes in. It's not the staff.
I think it's a lot of people that have been told through their lives that they can't do things, that they can't work full time, they can't work at all, that they can't stay sober, that they can't reconnect with their kids, they can't get married.
And I think that is really unique, because what we're saying is that we trust you, this is your home, and we believe that you have the right to be able to decide who's coming in. And that way they're committed to their growth and the person's growth coming into the community.
And I think the amazing thing about Karis is that people walk in the door and people tell them that they can.
It's amazing the renewal that happens when you're here, and you start to feel your energy come back.
So individuals, when they come to Karis, they make a minimum of a 6-month commitment. And the reason we ask for that is so we don't have a revolving front door and people can have a safe environment to begin to trust. And then they can stay up to 2 years. The 2 years is there because it's a long enough time for them to internalize positive experiences, develop healthy coping skills, and then be able to transition out into their own living environment.
Now that I'm out of here and I'm not living here anymore, I continue to reflect a lot on what I learned here. And the biggest thing I learned here was community.
When they come to Karis, they realize that they're choosing to be here. And so it's a responsibility that they're taking on, and they're learning to realize that they can take on the responsibilities to manage their life. We want to support people needing to get the help they need, but because of the skills and the connectedness to the community members and the ways that they're willing to manage their symptoms, they are able to manage those outside of the hospital setting. What we did here, it was amazing. So what we did is we had to raise $1.1 million in 9 months. They started gutting walls. We have all new electrical, we have all new plumbing, we have an updated heating system, we have a gorgeous brand new kitchen, we have functional updated bathrooms.
Coming into the new building has been wonderful. It's so clean, it's changed so much.
I feel like that it has made this a warmer, more inviting home for individuals, and I think what it has done, it has also communicated to the community that you matter, you hold value, and that you deserve to live in a nice environment that's clean and that is home-like and is enjoyable.
I think it's much more of a home, and that's really what they strive to create for people when they're here as a home.
I've had probably half a dozen 8 people come up and tell me just that their worth has increased because they have a nice home to live in, and that people did this for them, which indicated that they do have value, they are worthwhile, they're not a throwaway person, that they do have meaning.
And it's almost like a blessing, even having something that come up like this where it's a safe and cleaner environment.
Something that happened this week is that I had someone that wrote me a note, and she indicated that she was grateful that we spent the time and the money and the investment in making this a home for them, which communicates that they deserve to be treated well and that they can have a nice living environment. And many people have not felt that in their lives. My hope is that people would be attracted to Karis and they would want to support us financially. What we do is very valuable to the community, but the other thing that we're trying to communicate is that we need to expand in a way where we're able to serve more people. Those lives that are impacted at Karis extend out into family members, it extends out into friendships, it extends out into work, co-workers, and peers. And so I think it is the ripple effect that they're not just impacting 30 people a year to 50, they're impacting hundreds and thousands as the circles get wider and wider. We see that there's such a great need for the services that we provide that we need to be able to expand, and we cannot do that without the generosity of people supporting the mission of Karis.
It has given me new chances, things that I never would have thought happened.
This community has meant so much to me.
I've never had such caring type of therapy before.
Karis it's another chance.
Well, it's changed my life. I wouldn't be alive if it weren't for Karis. It's changed so much where I've dedicated my life to Karis.
I really got my spirit back, and that has been a gift to me.
It's a blessing.
So it's a complete different. I feel like I'm actually a good person. So it's amazing.